Alright. Good afternoon, everyone. I am so sorry for the delay, but we are on the road now. We are ready to go. So I'm just gonna leave the race time and make sure this race gets underway. By the way, my name is Edenate. I'm the person who decided that this tournament would be a good idea. And now I am paying for it, and I'm joined by Lucid. Hi, Lucid. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Pretty excited for the matchup here. We got a Group H matchup. It's also the first match of the tournament. Both runners looking to start off their group stage with a win, and both are pretty talented runners. So I'm excited to see what we got in store. Hopefully a good card. Hopefully some good times, good vibes.
Yeah, for real. Just before we start the race, on the stream, I need to give a shout out to a couple of people. So shout outs to Lupus for making this awesome layout. I love you, Lupus. And shout outs to Apathy Duck for making this tournament possible and for putting a lot of hard working. Shout outs to all the SpeedGaming volunteers. They're the unsung heroes, honestly, when it comes to tournaments. So yeah, I will increase Lucid's volume to whatever. And yeah, we should be starting. What are your thoughts on the card so far, Lucid?
All right, let's take a look. 25 regional coins in the middle, meaning cap revisit probably in the cards. Let's see, what else do we got? Not a lot of snow seaside lock on this board. I see the 3 barrier in snow and 4 hint dart. Those are the ones that pop out at me right away as snow seaside lock, but I'm not sure if there's another one here. So that is definitely pretty interesting. There's also...
Yeah, I'm just... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just looking. There's also the 2 checkpoints cap goal, as well. There's a decent amount of synergy on the board. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I'm not too sure. Like, there's not any immediate lines that are popping out to me as really good. Because column 4, we've got that Wool Piece Wooded, and column 5, we've got that 30 Moon Sand. You know, we've got look at 4 hint arts, we've got 3 What Painting Moons. So it's definitely not a good board by any means. Like, maybe you could pair Wool Piece Wooded with 6 Multi Moons, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the best way to approach this is. I feel like
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe there's a wooded... No, not a wooded finish on the board. I did not see... I forgot about the snow goal. There might still be potentially something there. I don't know. It's very interesting. Even if there was an early finish on this board, I'm not sure if it would necessarily be great, just because the early game goals are like just super dense. But
yeah, I feel like if 30 Moon Sand and then like Wool Piece Sand was there, I feel like you could make a better argument for doing column 5. But apart from that, I'm still not certain.
yeah. Also, we see both runners getting purples here, so not sure if they have a route figured out already or if it's just, you know, kind of a more of insurance thing. But either way, we do see him collecting that. So there is that 35 regional coins cascade in the bottom corner. So probably just aiming towards that.
Yeah. I also have 2 lines, I think. No, okay.
Oh wait, okay. So there is a wooded finish. Is it? I believe. Is it? I think it's believe it's row 4, column 5, BLTR. I believe is a wooded finish, potentially.
Let me think.
If you get the
Yeah, if you did
if you get Harriet
painting.
to get Night Sand where that painting activates and get that Metro painting moon, and then the 2 in Lake and Wooded, and yeah, you get the key either in Sand Piece or in that zipper sub area in Lake, and then everything else you're fine on 8 bits. So yeah, I think that's the wooded finish if that is what the runners are looking at. They are already collecting those 35 regionals, so potentially they have already seen that, and that is what they're planning to do, or that just might just be one line. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, now that I've looked at the board a bit further, I do kind of think the best lines are like row 2, column 2, then column 5, but I really don't like that. And then if you do column 5, you might as well do the bottom left to top right one, right? So
Yeah, that 30 moons of sand goal is definitely the most troublesome one out of like that 5 column. Yeah, that bottom left to top right diagonal there, besides that 30 moons in sand, is really not too bad. So if you are gonna mess with 30 moons in sand, I think it's probably in your best interest to do both column 5 and BLTR. So we see Blip finishing up these 35 purples and Cascade. We'll see if they go for the 8-bit moons here. And
alright.
yeah, Blip looks like he's entering the 2D, so aiming towards that goal for sure. We'll see if he goes in the sub area for the purples or not, or he might just opt to skip the sub area 2D moon, and he might get either both sand 2Ds, or lake and wooded together. We'll see what he chooses to do.
Alright, what has chat been saying? Bottom left row 4, C5. Oh, that's what BP said. Of course that's what BP sees.
Yeah, he liking the wooded finish.
7-story moons lines up well with wooded piece and some moons. I mean, there's definitely some slower story moons in sand, like doing the shards moon. Is 7 moons day metro? I always have to count because I always forget.
There's the chat. There's the seed for anyone interested in chat.
Yeah,
Um,
so Cascade.
oh, Bella in the chain shop room.
And
Interesting.
sand.
So I guess maybe looking towards that 20 moons and sub area goal. I did see that
Yeah,
they
it's
got a timer challenge as well, the top timer challenge. So maybe looking at row 2 here, which not a bad row by any means if you're not going for that loss finish. Probably one of the better ones on the board.
I
There's probably a solid metro, maybe metro finish where you get row 2.
Yeah, I think row 2 is fine. Like, you can get 20 moons from Siberia's sort of, but it is quite annoying to do
Uh,
that.
for sure. I find something like maybe like row 2, column 2, and then maybe something like I don't know, maybe TLBR. I find that to be okay. Like that's maybe approach you could take. Um, there might be a better third line than that diagonal just because of the piece in wooded, but I think that's definitely a possible option. Believe that'd be a day metro finish. Bella going for the trick
Alright,
jump.
let's go,
Huge.
Bella. Alright, Blip is also already leaving Cascade, so we'll get to see a little bit more on what he chooses to do in Sand. Uh, and how long he decides to spend in Sand Kingdom will definitely tell us a lot if he is going for the wooded finish. I just feel like 30 Moons Sand, like chat is discussing it. We can't really decide if you should go for it or not, because the thing about Lost is that there's a lot of fast moons in Lost, but you have to spend like 90 seconds in Cloud Kingdom to get there first.
Right.
Um, so like, and then it depends what moons you actually do in Sand.
Yeah, so we'll see what approach Blip takes. Potentially just gonna do might end up doing Peace all the way through. Could just do Pyramid with Harriet, get the Night Sand, get the 2D moon as well, which if Blip is going for that wooded finish, will need, not necessarily need, but will help. Or actually, if he skipped the sub area in Cascade, I think he needs all of the 8 bits from now on if he is planning on that wooded finish. So he would need to go in the pyramid as well as get the lake and wooded ones, as well as like the 2D tower. Yeah, right
Alright,
now I'm
now
just chugging
Bella.
along.
Yeah, Bella is now leaving the Cascade Kingdom. Let's go.
Insanely huge.
All my homies hate the Cascade Kingdom.
I think Cascade's like it's like fine. It's like okay. I kind of
I
hate it for
like,
bingo.
well, I don't like it for the sub areas, but I like getting the regionals because I know where all of them are. Smile.
Yeah. The regionals are pretty cool. I actually the reason I don't like Cascade, not because like the actual like kingdom is bad for like bingo or anything. I just have too many like memories associated with like not knowing where like what route I want to take, and I just sit there and Cascade for like 3 minutes, being like just not knowing where to go or what to do. If it was
That
placed
is
anywhere
so
else in the
real.
game, it'd be fine. But
Flip getting the Dram strat. Let's go.
let's go. Blip got like a lot of the town moons. He already has 9 moons in this section. About to get 10 with this crate. So I would very much imagine that he is going for that 30 moons in sand goal, and he is going into the 8-bit. So reconfirming that he's probably going for that diagonal. I think Blip is almost like assuredly locked in for that wooded finish. I believe. Um, in terms for in terms of Bella, I'm not really sure. Besides, that row 2, there's nothing that specifically caught my eye as like, oh, that's a column or row or just line in general that they are going for. Um, so we'll see. We'll see what they're cooking.
Yeah, and it looks like Blip is heading over to the inverted pyramid. I can't actually remember if he. Oh no, wait, never mind. He baited me. But I can't remember if he knows how to do IP skip or not. But I think most people just do IP clipping bingo.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Blip's knowledge is about IP skip. I think he's forced to go in the pyramid anyway just because of that 2D moon.
Yeah.
So probably not going to see an IP skip today, unfortunately, unless Bella's feeling dangerous.
Oh my god, I can still see the coins in the Sphinx room.
Deep cut reference.
It doesn't even apply anymore because we've had it back for like 2 years or something.
Yeah.
Back
Oh,
in my day when we run on 1.0.
yeah. I feel like such a boomer. Where did the times go? Also, I didn't. Oh, Blip did get both Cascade ones. Gotcha. Did not notice. Okay, so Blip did have the option of doing IP skip, but is not going to be doing it. Does the best setup for IP clip, the backflip. Wonder who came up with that. Um,
I was there when Fish Clip was discovered, chat. Smiling face.
So Bella just juked me out. I thought they were potentially going for the Shards moon, just for like, I don't know, potentially a story moon goal, but just going for the checkpoints, which just reaffirming the row 2. I'm not sure going in the sub area as well. I'm not sure if these sub areas are just for solely the purpose of that 20 sub areas goal, or if they are looking towards eventually completing that 30 moons in sand. Which paired with row 2, I would not recommend, but we'll see. We'll see what approach they take. And Blip making pretty quick work of these 30 moons in sand. Already has 17. Will be 21 after the tail moon and the Harriet fight. So not a whole lot left in sand. Still has a little bit of work left.
No, Blip just swapping out of the Harriet fight, which makes sense, but at the same time, I feel like, I think you could make a pretty good argument for just grabbing the star, well, the multi-moon there.
Yeah, I could I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what Blip has planned. I probably would have just grabbed it, but also maybe it's not optimal. I don't know. I'm not very I don't typically do 30 moon sand. It just usually like when I play bingo, it just doesn't fit in the route. So I don't know what a good 30 moon sand looks like, honestly. Maybe it is best to skip it. But I guess there are a
Yeah.
lot of moons in sand, so
Yeah, I guess it just depends if the moons are fast or not.
yeah, exactly. I guess an option could have also been just to end on Harriet, and then you get that, that warp back to the warp back to the Odyssey. Because getting Harriet in the middle of 30 Moon Sand is kind of awkward, because then you have to just take an extra warp and extra movement as well for wherever you want to go after you get into Night Sand. So if Blip has the moons to get 30 without it, I think it's a fair play for sure. And yeah, Bella with the required moons to leave sand and is still here. So finishing up these checkpoints, but I think we will be seeing 30 moons in sand for both, most likely.
No, no, Bella, no! No, they died.
No.
That's so sad when you try to Jexy skip.
Very unfortunate. You absolutely hate to see it. Luckily, getting nearest checkpoint was that archway one, or the most recent checkpoint they grabbed. So not a huge journey back. but still an unfortunate death as Blip goes into the Jaxi sub area. Has 6 more moons to collect before leaving.
Oh my god, they're in the same sub area. Let's go.
Holy shit, race.
Wow, I can't believe you would swear on Speed Gaming 1. That's messed up, Lucid.
No. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Yeah, awful person. What the heck? Yeah, chat. Look, the race is so close. They're basically tied. Alright, Blip only needs 3 moons left. So if he had fought Harriet, he would be leaving right now. That's how it works, right, chat?
I think that's how that works. I
Yeah.
believe. Instead opting for these insanely slow Oasis moons that are super slow and not fast. Totally.
Back in my day, they were in any percent.
Yeah. Where do the times go?
That's the
Oh,
second back in my day I've done.
yeah.
We're only 20 minutes in.
Five more. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Blip leaving with 29 because he's gonna end up backtracking for that warp painting moon. So good heads up by Blip. I absolutely would have collected 30, just not even thinking about it. So Blip with the knowledge. Very nice to see.
Alright, so he should definitely go late first here then.
And he does.
Let's
Taking that
go.
cap revisit.
Yeah, didn't go to Wooded by accident.
And should be a pretty short stint in cap here. Just needs, I think, just the checkpoints and regionals. I don't think there's any extension goals related to cap that Blip needs here. Just gonna do a little purple collecting, get a checkpoint. Actually, yeah, already has the top hat tower checkpoint, I presume. So just gonna get that middle one, and will be on his way out.
Yeah, I only found out relatively recently that it was faster to do cap, like, in between rather than doing it at the end, but I'm not really sure why.
I've always done cap like after sand, just one because otherwise I'd probably forget. I think it's dependent on the board itself, but and also if you're doing a moon dump or not, I believe as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would not I'm not gonna act like not gonna act like the expert here. As well as just like it's technically a little bit faster to menu from sand to cap as opposed to wooded to cap or anything else. So Blip making quick work of that cap revisit, while Bella has just 2 more moons left before being able to leave sand themselves.
Hey, yeah, chat, just in case you were confused, Bella is blue and BlipBlo is pink on the board.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice like the outlines around like their name and the gameplay corresponds. I didn't even notice that.
Well, that wasn't intentional, but
Oh wait, really? Maybe
yeah.
let's go.
I guess everyone should choose blue and
Oh wait.
purple
Wait, no,
depending
I just
on.
realized that Blip is pink and Bella is blue on the on the bingo card, so it's actually reversed.
Yeah. Yeah, I asked Lucas why he chose those colors, I guess.
Blip with a nice lake clip. Very, very nice. Gonna be trying to get that 18 moons and lake goal.
And the wall painting goal.
War painting goal as well, yeah. Lake clip is insanely valuable in bingo. Getting that can get that warp painting moon goal way easier than taking a painting.
Yeah,
As well as getting a treasure chest goal as well if that's there. Even lake checkpoints as well. Lots of benefits potentially to lake clip depending on the card, and Blip making a good use of that here.
Alright, Bella is now starting their Cap revisit. As we all know, Cap is the best kingdom.
Not sure about that one, but let it slide. Uh, I'm still not sure what Bella's third line is gonna be. I'm still, very certain about that row 2 column 5, but I'm not sure what else they're planning. I haven't seen an indication of another line. There probably has been, I just haven't seen it. Maybe doing that diagonal. I don't know if they're not sure how comfortable Bella is with lake clip, but that will potentially come into play.
Alright, you thought we had escaped Sand's Kingdom, chat. But no, we are going back for one more moon. Also, remembering to grab that checkpoint, nice.
Oh yeah, I get that 8 checkpoints in sand goal in tandem with the warp painting moon goal. Very nice, very nice. So honestly, a pretty good board. I think this wooded finish is pretty fast, and there's not a whole lot to even do in wooded. You
Yeah,
gotta get that tree, and 8-bit if you missed one earlier, and a warp painting moon maybe,
yeah.
but an outfit
I
door
feel like
and peace.
at the start of the race, we didn't realize how much synergy there was, I guess.
Yes, yeah, like it looked a little bit daunting with that 30 moons in sand and peace, but yeah, there definitely is a fair amount of synergy. You got you have outfit and tree goals together. You got the checkpoints with the warp paintings, the 30 moons in sand. There is a lot of definitely is quite a bit of synergy on this board for that wooded finish particularly. Um and yeah. So I'm expecting a pretty fast finish here from Blip, honestly. He's been playing it well and picked what I believe is the best route. So um we'll see what happens. Hopefully no wooded meltdowns of any kind.
You know, and anything can happen in Wooded. It's Wooded Kingdom. Let's be real here.
It is Wooded Kingdom, very very tough. Um, Fortunately, it doesn't have to do anything crazy in Wooded. We don't have to do any extra moons or anything like that, or spend a long time in Deep Woods or anything. Just gotta get that piece. Actually, don't even need like you don't need enough moons to leave or anything, so can kind of run through piece pretty fast. And then end in Deep Woods probably is the play there.
Yeah, I guess now I'm thinking about it. I wonder if it's faster to fight Spewart and then get the painting from Wooded, or if it'd be faster to get the Harriet multi-moon and go into the painting there by the Lone Pillar.
I would imagine the wooded is faster just because you are already forced to do Spirit by nature of like peace. So it'd just be a slight detour from where you already have to go, as opposed to Harriet, which is like not required already. Um,
Yeah.
but also we see both. Oh, oh wait, Blip. Never mind. I looked at Bella's screen, then looked at Blip's, and I saw Blip and just a bunch of white fog. Thought he was potentially taking a death, but no, it was just getting that secret moon. They're both in the sub area, which is a fun one if you like sub areas that aren't fun.
Does Bella not know where the secret moon is, or are they just joshing
Yeah,
us?
Bella potentially playing a little bit too much Kaizo. um, eventually you got to figure it out. And yeah, getting the key moon both players here. So according to looking at Bella's layout here on the card is potentially doing column 3 with that 25 regionals cap and that 2 checkpoints cap, as well as the timer challenge, which we already knew from row 2 that was going to be there. Um, unless I haven't seen them get a warp painting yet, so probably not doing that diagonal. So it's going to be taking if they are doing column 3, that is a seaside finish. So I'm not sure if that's what their plan is or if I'm just misreading the board here, but
What's the seaside finish?
column 3 because of the 4 hint arts.
Yeah. I think it's more likely that they're doing the diagonal row 2 and row 4, but it does definitely look like a column 3 at the minute.
Right. I just didn't know from because they have that 35 regionals in Cascade. I didn't know if they were doing column 5 or if it's just like row 2. We absolutely know the Bell is doing row 2. Um, but I don't think I've seen them get 8 bits or a warp painting moon yet. Now, if they are finishing later, then that's fine. They can get away with that. But yeah, I hope Bella's not doing column 3 because that would be unfortunate. Seaside finish with a lot of like you were honestly would not be doing that much in Metro. You're just kind of going through Metro just to do it, just for that one seaside goal with the hint arts.
Yeah.
Also, Blip about to completely clear out that column 5 right here with that cactus or the tree capture, and about to go into the outfit room. Starting with Deep Woods as opposed to waiting for the end, which I think is slightly unoptimal. But not gonna be too big of a deal, I don't think.
Um, yeah, I guess, but maybe he just wants to finish on that what painting moon rather than having to go through the painting again, question mark, maybe?
Yeah, that could be a possibility, which would make sense. Um, yeah, because you can get that checkpoint on the way up to Torque Drift, and then once you finish
Yeah.
Peace, you can just warp, take some rocket flowers, potentially, or just go there normally. And in luncheon, you get to save.
Oh no, Blip missed the checkpoint. No.
Uh, uh,
I don't think Lucid's okay, chat.
all right, I am so back. My internet is
You were kind of kind of goofing for a second.
hope we are back. We're hopefully good. What's the last thing I said before disaster struck?
Something about I don't know. My
Okay.
brain empty.
I I did I was I think while I was lagging I was talking about Bella has filled out column 5, which with row 2 means that they are probably doing column 3. So that is going to be a seaside finish for Bella here. Um unless they are getting that die already. We saw them take Suburban Cascade as well, a lot of them in and so anticipate errors being clear. Um, we'll have to see.
Lucid spitting facts. Also, I just realized something. You don't even need to get all these moons and woodage, right? You could just get the outfit moon, the the piranha plant, the spirit one, and then Tart Drift, right? You don't necessarily
Yeah,
need
there
to
is
do
it is a wooded finish, yeah, so and Blip already did that cap revisit, so um yeah, Blip can literally just kind of fast track through everything. It's gonna take that luncheon painting now and then end up just finishing with peace. And this might be I believe after peace Blip is done, this has a potential to be a sub Blip can get a clean torture fight and have the painting actually let him through. I hate how that works. I hate the mechanics of that painting.
I blame Nintendo.
Blip with just targets and torque drift, and that is all that is left to secure a victory. Oh, and is also gonna do taking a fall. Forgot still has to do back way up the mountain for that last 2D moon. Unfortunately,
Uh-oh.
fell and has to take a warp. Probably that's probably it for uh oh, and the warp has to redo targets. Yeah, that definitely is costing it's definitely costing sub 40 here. But still gonna be putting up a pretty solid time here.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot to mention um what seeds the runners are. Yeah, so I'm gonna check that now, and then everyone will know what seeds they have. Does does challenge not tell me unless, oh my goodness. All right, BlipBlo is 7th seed and Bella is 27th seed. Now we know.
We have the knowledge. Bella going for this hint art here, and then has 2 more moons left. We'll see. I'm assuming they plan to leave right away once they finish up these 2 moons here. Potentially ending on a sub area here, elevator escalation perhaps, just for that 20 sub area moon goal. Never mind. Maybe looking for that. Maybe looking for. Honestly, I have no idea. I'm not sure. Might be a goal I'm missing potentially. And Blip just has 1 more phase in the torture fight. And that will be all he wrote. All right. Blip, I believe, is coming up on time here. Is the timing for multi-moon grabs, is it just on moon
It's still
grab?
on grab.
Okay. So I see. And
All right.
wow, Blip with a 40-51. Very
GG.
impressive. GG to Blip. Found the route immediately, acted immediately. Good gameplay. Very impressive first showing for Blip. Yeah, just all around very well played. GG's to Blip.
Yeah, it also says that he's gotten a new personal best in bingo in the race time room, but I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
Alright, I mean, to be fair, I feel like Bella still did a pretty good job because it seemed like they didn't really know what to go for at first. And then they saw the wooded finish and I guess switched. Um, so yeah,
Oh
pretty
yeah,
good
is
stuff.
is that is that what's happening? They end up just pivoting to the wooded finish.
I
Because I
think
just see a
so.
because I see the I just with the row 2 mark off and the row 4 mark offs. It was or not row 4. Just the row 2 mark off was confusing.
Yeah, I don't know. But we are joined by BlipBlo for an
Good,
interview.
good,
Hi Blip.
good morning.
Oh my
Good
god, you're
morning.
really quiet. Let me turn
Oh,
you up.
okay.
Alright. Hopefully you're louder in the restream now.
Hopefully,
Hopefully. What's up, BlipBlo? How did you think of the board?
it was, I mean, it's wooded, so it's a pretty good board there for that. And nothing really too complicated.
Yeah, I mean, when we all saw the board, we were like, "Oh my God, what do you even see here?" Or like, like we didn't really know what was the best route to go for. And then it seems like you spotted that we did finish pretty early on.
Yeah, it was by the end of cap. I think I finally found the last row.
Yeah, because at first to me it felt a little bit daunting because you see the
Oh,
30 moon sand and yeah, you just kind of think, oh, I don't want to do that on this board because there was so much wooded stuff going on
yeah,
and
but the next best one, next like earliest finish would be like column 2. Like that had like sub areas. You have to do lake seed. You have to do extra story moons. That's just a table column. And then
yeah.
like row 2 16 plus sub areas. That's also bad. And then TLVR, you're going all the way to Metro. And then also sub areas. So it's just not worth.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, overall, found the route quickly, executed. Um. It's nice. It's also just nice to have a card where, at least in like the route, like the best route was kind of fairly clear. Nice to have just like a pretty nice board to start the tournament out with. So and
Yeah,
yeah, you played it. You played
it's
it well.
nice.
So congrats on the win. 1-0 in the group.
Yippee.
Very huge. You are the top seed in that group. So looking towards that hopefully first place in the group, and so you're off to the bracket on a good footing.
Mhm.
For sure. Yeah, so I think Bella might be finishing too late to continue the stream, but there is more bingo coming up very soon, chat. Because guess what? In 2 hours' time, there should be a match on the same channel, so Speed Gaming again, and hopefully the technical issues have been ironed out by then. Fingers crossed. And then we have a ton of matches tomorrow. I don't know how many will be restreamed, but I will ping in the Discord when people, when they happen. So yeah, any final words from anyone?
Shout outs to Wowie.
Let's go.
Let's go. Uh, follow the runners. Follow BlipBlo underscore. Follow Bella SR underscore. Follow the comms. Nate putting the whole tournament together. Hopping in the comms booth. Impressive stuff. Follow me. I'm cool. I'm in this tournament.
Are you?
I am. Did you actually not know, or have we?
Yeah, I didn't know that you were in the tournament actually.
Well, I am in the tournament, and
Let's go.
and and yeah, follow me. Yeah,
Alright. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you again to all the Speed Gaming volunteers. Without them, this wouldn't be
yes.
possible. So yeah, we'll see you all later. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.